Lying on your dead mama, on your dead mama. What the artist puts out on social media, their brand, also reflects the music in a way. I think I'm just gonna take a break from her music for a while. You Barbs are delusional.
Hit dog on holler.
Hello, my name is Sobia from Sobia Ray, and you're watching my channel. Today, we will be talking about how our parasocial relationships with artists can affect the art itself. And I talk about my thoughts on Nicki Minaj. Our relationship with art, we understand it as a form of expression. Artists generally help us see the world in new or innovative ways. Whenever you are consuming art, you are also consuming maybe the time period at which it was produced at, or maybe the feelings that the artist is trying to portray. Normally the process for an artist, they will receive the world around them, extract certain feelings, and then they will make an inference about it. And these inferences can be unique to the artists themselves. My idea of what a flower looks like may be different from yours. We could probably count the amount of petals on a flower and agree that it's the same amount of petals. In terms of how each of us translates that flower, if we're expressing how it makes us feel, then it's going to be different, because you and I are different people. We're individuals. In terms of music, the artist is on display. It's almost like their brand drives the force of the art as well. There's a certain authenticity there. We live in a time where social media is incredibly prevalent, and I feel like it's created sort of an antisocial social society where we are communicating through screens instead of in person. And sometimes maybe it feels good to fill that void by feeling connected to someone else that is online, someone maybe that we don't know. So if the artist is on display, maybe we connect to them through their music, through their art. Music can trigger such strong emotions in us. And when we really relate to it, or when it gives us value, gives us a feeling that we need or want, we're connecting that feeling to the messenger as well, because that's who we hear speaking. That should make sense. Art in itself is pretty complex. It's supposed to express feelings, and feelings are complex. Ideas are complex. People are complex. It can do it in such a manner where it can resonate with people. If the message hits, it resonates. But sometimes in art, there's not always one meaning. Part of the beauty of art, I would say, is also the interpretations people get from it. And that in itself kind of proves our individualities. You might throw it on repeat and grow to adore it, and that's completely fine. And that's your right. You're allowed to consume the art however you want. You're allowed to interpret it however you want.
What I have a problem with is when people start to put their favorite artists on such a high pedestal, so much so that they're willing to risk their own life and fucking integrity to feel accepted. They will paint their rose-colored glasses red and accept every character flaw that person might have, like they are God that could do no wrong. It's incredibly invasive. I guarantee that if Nicki Minaj were to look a Barb into their eye and tell them, "I am so disgusted by you, I despise everything about who you are," it would give them physical distress, triggered by real heartbreak. To remain in this mind space where you are idolizing this person to this extent is not healthy. In fact, you are quite literally delusional.
I know, internet drama, who cares, celebrity beef, fuck that shit. I lose brain cells every time I hear about it.
Me too, okay? Listen, I lost a lot of brain cells this week. This is not even something that I normally do. I mind my business for the most part, like especially when it comes to music. I don't care about celebrity drama. I don't care what people have to say about celebrities for the most part. If I enjoy the music, I enjoy the music. That's it. I have a little bubble that I like to be in, where I listen to my favorite tracks over and over again, and I find new tracks to listen to. I'm gonna catch you up to speed a little bit. It's gonna be very brief. I'm gonna say what I feel is important. Megan Thee Stallion released a song called Hiss. She was basically calling out a bunch of artists who might have dissed her in the past, kind of biting back in a way, or as she says, she was hissing.
Are you saying names?
I'm saying a hit dog gon' holler. That's it.
When I listened to the song, I really loved it. I thought it was awesome. I watched the music video. That's what happened. The visuals blew me away. Seriously, it was so hot. Literally art everywhere. That's what it felt like. It was just giving everything that it was supposed to give. I kind of keep up with Megan on Instagram. She don't talk much about shit. Like, she just do what she gotta do, you know. She works. She does her little TikToks sometimes, and that's cute. I love the hottie girl TikTok. She threw a jab at Nicki in his, which I didn't even know. I heard the Megan's Law bar, and I thought she was literally just talking about a law that she made up in Hottie World. And I'm like, okay, I guess that's kind of hard, you know? But what is Megan's Law? You know, I have no idea. I didn't bother Googling it because I didn't care. I just listened to the song and I'm like, okay, it sounds cool, you know? And the rest of the song is cool. The Megan's Law thing was the only thing I didn't really understand. I didn't really care for celebrity beef that she was talking about on the album. When that song came out, people started talking, right? They were talking about the Megan's Law line. Like, oh shit, she's dissing. With Megan's Law, it's a diss, that's a bar. She incinerated Nicki or whatever, and I'm just thinking like, so I didn't really care. I brushed it off. I just liked the song for the song. Like, I like listening to it, you know. It makes you bop. For me, when I listen to music, I just take what I relate to and I bop to it. And you know, I like the sound of music, so I'll bop to that. Certain flows get me going, you know. And the beat was cool as fuck. I was just listening to it. I'm like, okay, cool, you know, I'm just fucking chilling. But then I saw that Nicki responded immediately after. I saw it on the Shade Room. She was talking something about,
you let everyone just be thrown under the bus. You let the baby be thrown under the bus, Tori, your best friend, your mom. You better go conjure up your mother and say and apologize. That's disgusting.
it wasn't like an interview or nothing. She was just talking. I was like, is she talking about Megan Thee Stallion right now? Why is she talking about Megan Thee Stallion?
A hit dog gon' holler.
Then I went to Twitter, and mind you, I have not been on Twitter in like a year. I don't hit Twitter up like that. That's where I went because that's where I heard Nicki was talking on. And I'm just like looking at all the tweets one by one. I'm thinking like, what is she doing right now? What is she saying? I grew up listening to Nicki. Like, I love Nicki. I love her music. But I saw how she was acting on Twitter and it kind of blew me because I'm like, this is kind of trashy. Not going front. She seemed triggered, right? She seemed mad triggered to me. It was the fact that she kept posting her accomplishments and she had this long ass tweet at first. So I'm like, what the fuck? Why is she saying so much? What's the heat about? And then people are talking about the Megan's Law bar again. And I'm like, I don't care, you know, but what is it? What is going on? Now I'm curious as to why one of my favorite rappers ever is freaking out on Twitter, feeling like she has to prove herself by listing everything that she was top on. I googled Megan's Law, and you know what I found? You know what I found. If you're a registered sex offender, you have to let people know, and that's what Megan's Law is. And I'm just thinking, wow, that line hits much different now. Just like, yo, because I love Megan. Also, I drowned myself in Twitter for days. I lost sleep over this. I want to know what she has to say, but now she's getting low, talking about dead mamas. It seemed low, but it wasn't enough to make me cut her completely off. I see that she's falling in the cushion of the Barbz. The Barbz are cushioning this very astronomically large ego that she's exuding right now. I see like the tweets that she's liking, and they're all Barb tweets about how they hate Megan Thee Stallion. Now I'm like seeing it and I'm just like, this is trashy. This is very classless, so to speak. Why do you feel the need to do this? You're a legend. You know, you're known as a legend. People respect you. Listen, let me explain something to you. I love Nicki so much. I love Nicki Minaj's music. It's helped me through a lot of points of my life. So I feel personal connection to the music itself. I'm not really a person that dives deep into who the artist is. Like, if I really like the music, I don't 100% care what the artist does. So there, it's like, so I see it as separate, right? In my head, I'm like, okay, art versus the artist, right? I'm listening to the art and I want to enjoy the art and I want to continue enjoying the art. And I don't want to ruin that for myself because I like what I enjoy. I love her music, you know? I don't know her as a person, but I'm not gonna sit here, go up in arms for her like I know her personally, like this is my best friend. I have no idea who this woman is. I only know her from the music, which is debatable because music can be fictitious and whatever is shown on social media, which again, I don't claim to know somebody just through social media, because you only know the person based on what they want to show you. If I'm not feeling you, right? If I'm not talking to you in person, if I'm not meeting you, if I'm not getting to know you in person, I'm not feeling your vibes. I'm not able to see the energy that's there, that you give. And one thing about me is my gut is truest when I'm right there. It's a more personal thing when you're seeing someone and talking to them. Like, they can say something, but maybe a way they say it or how they look, you know, sometimes they give away certain cues. You know, you gotta understand body language, you feel me? Sometimes when you typing something out online, you're not always putting the Freudian slips in there. You might be proofreading it. Let's not get too off track though. I didn't stop listening to her when I heard that she married a sex offender. I still liked her music. What the sex offender got to do with the music? I still want to enjoy what I want to enjoy. What do her brother got to do with the music? How is she involved in that? Like, I didn't know. I was scared about what I might find. So it was just my way of wanting to be willfully ignorant for like as long as possible, just because I wanted to keep listening to her music and not have it ruined for me. I didn't know her involvement in those situations. She just came off so cruel and mean-spirited, talking about somebody's dead mama when they call your family out for being sex offenders. Like, don't throw stones in glass houses. I had to battle my cognitive dissonance and really get deep into what is going on and what the story is. I look up like what Kenneth Petty did. The case don't say he the kid. He still brutally SA'd this woman. With her brother, he legit was repeatedly SAing a young girl, like an 11, 12-year-old. There's proof of that as well. And he's put in jail for it, as he should be. I said I didn't know about her. I don't know how she's involved. She harassed Kenneth Petty's victim. I think she also tried to pay her off. The fact that she is so triggered by the Megan's Law bar tells me that she will back up people who are close to them, even if they're abusers. On that note, it made it a little triggering to listen to her music. And now that's all I can think about. You know, it kind of makes me sick in that way. Now it's impossible to separate the art from the artist because of this newfound information. So I need a break from her. Since I kind of started easing away from Nikki, I realized something. Straying away from her is not something I'm trying to do on purpose in spite of her. I see everybody as a human, even Nikki, that she is a very flawed person and that she is a person that says nasty things and does nasty things. A lot of the time, we feel an obligation to rectify an injustice. When a celebrity does something wrong, when they fuck up, people will band together and, disparage somebody's career. I think it's crazy how we feel like we have the right to do that. But how do we determine who does and who doesn't deserve a platform? Because what is your effect on that platform? How are you tainting it? How are you hurting people on it? What qualifies somebody from being exiled from a platform? If you're putting out content that hurts people, if you are hurting people. As much as I love Nikki's music, and as much as I see Nikki as just any other person like we are, at the end of the day, we bleed the same blood. I'm not gonna act like I know them just because of what I see online. Anyway, I genuinely believe that she is somebody who is hurting people on the platform. As of right now, like, she is somebody that is creating a space that cyberbullies people, and she herself is cyberbullying people online. Everybody that's sensible filtered themselves out of that fan base, and what was left was these toxic, disgusting who hide behind these accounts to bully and dox people, and they want to act like they have some sort of morals or a fucking leg to stand on, like they have a right to do that. For what? Somebody doesn't like Nicki Minaj? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's giving Stockholm syndrome, and that's just not me. And I don't fuck with Nicki for not telling her fans to stop doing what they're doing in terms of doxing people and cyberbullying people. I don't fuck with that, because she knows she has power, she knows she has influence, and she's constantly reminding us of it. Barbz were doxing her mom's grave so that other Barbs can desecrate it. That's so fucked up. Like, it's one thing to be like, your dead mama, lying on your dead mama, on your dead mama. And it's another thing to actually go to a gravesite of somebody's dead mother and desecrate it because their daughter called out your favorite rapper's offender husband and brother. I'm just really so shocked that people are like this. And then, you know, it's crazy. You'll throw some sensible truth to them, and then they'll be like, ha, I don't care. Ha, ha, Nicki's number one. Ha, nah, but the queen. Thank you, Nicki. And I don't know. Maybe I'm the crazy one. I don't know. That's not the type of conversation that I want to have. I want to have a conversation with a sensible Barb, but there's none left. These motherfuckers will do all of this boo-boo like a child, because that's what they all are. And then when it comes to you doxing them back or finding out where they live, they're like, oh, no, please, no. Oh my God, please don't ruin my life when I try to ruin yours. Oh, please, please, oh my God. What's going on? I just know that if I happen to get doxed from this video right here, just remember, if you show up on my front door, the state I live in, it's legal to shoot and kill someone who's trespassing on your property. And it's so crazy because these Barbs will go to these great lengths for Nicki Minaj and act like they're her number one fan, right? Be so supportive of Nicki. And all these Barbs are going, yes, queen. I genuinely feel bad for this woman. It's so clear that she's having like a breakdown online. Like, it's serious. Like, she seems paranoid, she seems scared, she seems insecure. None of that is a read. That's just an observation. It's genuinely concerning. And then falling back on this cushion of people who are just coddling this ego. You don't actually care about her. Like, you don't. She needs help. I don't know her as a person. I can't say she's a good or a bad person. From what I see, she's a pretty nasty person. Like, what happens behind closed doors? You know, it puts a lot of pieces together, because now it appears as if she's showing her true colors. Now you look back at all, you know, if you were following it, all the beef that she had with these celebrities before, you feel betrayed. You feel misled. It's okay to admit that your queen isn't acting like a queen. I'm saying that as a human to another human, not another human whom I worship. I don't worship anybody. And this woman, she seems to be like she's on drugs. She's saying that she's never done coke and she swore on her son's life. I don't know if I believe her, because she's been contradicting herself a lot. So her track record is not looking good right now. So I don't know if she's lying or telling the truth when she says something. She's completely killed her reliability. But what do I know? I don't know her. You guys are claiming to know her. You know, how else but online you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing. You can't claim to know her any more than I do. Not even just facts about her life, but who she is behind closed doors. And it's just weird to me how this parasocial relationship that these people have with her. Like, if you worship a celebrity, even if they fucking murder your fucking family, are you still gonna worship them? Like, I'm saying, it's hive mind, it's giving Stockholm syndrome, it's weird, acting like mean girls, and they got nothing to say. They're just like, but without Nicki's help, Megan wouldn't have made it. That's all you got to say. Just throw Nicki's achievements like she's been doing, you know? It's like she's the top alpha, right? It's like Nicki's the alpha. She's the cult leader. And then everything she does, her little mini-me's will follow. It's exactly what she wants. And then her mini-me's will go above and beyond for her acceptance or her approval because they love her so much. Even if she does this thing that's super immoral, they'll even contradict themselves for her to try to defend her, scrambling, right? My mind is still blown that one of my favorite rappers, my A1 since day one rapper, is off the handle and is triggering me right now. I can't imagine how many Barbs she lost. I was losing sleep. Can you believe that? I love this woman's music. It's just giving no class. It's giving broke with the AI covers, and I don't know, it's stress. Low-key. Thank you so much for watching me. If you got something to say, comment below. It's an open conversation. I don't even care if the Barbs want to spam my shit. I got like barely any subscribers, so if you want to comment, you know, repeated hate comments on my shit, feel free. You know, I don't give a fuck. You know, fucking throw my shit into the algorithm. Fucking do whatever you gotta do. You know, help me out. Do it. Thank you for watching. You have a blessed rest of your night, day, morning, whatever. Bye.